Good Sunday morning. This is Aaron with Wildfire Dynamics coming to you live from Ackworth, Georgia. So I woke up this morning and literally brain on fire. I had to get on here and share this. So for you early East Coast risers, hello, good morning. Welcome to my Facebook Live. And for you West Coasters, you guys are going to have a little bit of a surprise when you get up a little bit later on today. So here's the deal, guys. I owe you an apology. I owe you an apology because I have been holding back. And I just can't do that anymore. I got to be loud and proud. I got to put this stuff out there and share my passion with you guys, share my passion with the world, and hopefully, start a movement, the ripple effect, all that good stuff. So my last Facebook Live, I talked a little bit about the low point of my life, okay? The divorce, up to my eyeballs in debt, but really all of that stuff didn't hit me until my girlfriend broke up with me in February, and then everything just completely fell apart. Okay, completely fell apart. And that event, that thing was, the catalyst that kicked off my rediscovery of myself, my journey of, trying to figure out my purpose in life and what is it that I'm going to do and what is my path. One of the things that I realized is that no matter what happened in my life, that my path had to be my path, whether I got her back or I found someone else or I was just by myself, that my path in life had to be my path and my purpose and my mission in life, irrespective and regardless of any outside influence, that had to be, I had to do that for me. Because if I allowed myself to get derailed by a relationship, that I wasn't really being me anymore, and I was going to find myself in exactly the same place in another 2 years or 3 years or however long it took. Okay, so the absolute lowest point of my life, I'm talking rock bottom, emotionally just devastated. And the way that I dragged myself back out of that was by learning, by exploring, by doing, but mostly by mindset. It's all about the mindset. And so for the past 18 months, I have been on a journey of discovery. I have been in 66 days of training, okay? From real estate to neuro-linguistic programming, all kinds of stuff. Most of it in the personal development and growth field. So 66 days of training in 18 months, y'all. That's a lot of time. But the most impactful for me and the most effective at reorganizing my mindset was neuro-linguistic programming, and just radically changed my worldview. I went in looking to get sales skills, and I came out with a global level of thinking. Okay, NLP is, I believe, the master key that unlocks maximum human potential. Okay, the stuff is phenomenal. So it's not a panacea. Okay, it's not like the miracle cure, the silver bullet, the magic bullet that cures all maladies and ails. Okay, but it is about 60 to 80 times faster than talk therapy. I've gotten some phenomenal results with my clients. 2 years of therapy for a traumatic experience, and we resolved the issue in 1 hour. And I didn't even know what the issue was. Had another client that's with 50 plus years of emotional issues and chronic health problems, and after just an hour and a half and working with some of these techniques, she experienced a radical improvement in her health. It's just phenomenal that what is possible with this technology. So if you've got something in your life that you need some help with, there's a link to click to get on my calendar. It looks like it's wide open because I haven't figured out how to block out everything yet. I just opened up my calendar, so put it on there and I'll just deal with the conflict if there is one. But here's the thing, guys. Here's what I wanted to share with you, and here's what I wanted you to take away from this. So in the 18 months that I've been studying and doing all these things, I have boiled it down and created kind of my own philosophy or my perspective on the phases of development that people go through on their way to the success that they want to achieve in their life. So my personal mission, my mission is to create such overflowing abundance that it touches every life on this planet. to raise the baseline of the human experience, okay? And this is, as Pete Vargas would say, a big, hairy, audacious goal. But I believe that it is possible. Obviously, I can't do it by myself. The only way that I can do that is by helping other people to achieve results in their lives and the ripple effect that that creates, okay? So to that end, the 3 phases of development that I believe in are the keys to moving us through the process to get to global community of people who are thriving rather than just surviving, is from being at effect to being at cause, from scarcity to abundance, and from growth to contribution. Okay, so being at effect is an external locus of control that is being at the mercy of external forces and circumstances beyond your control. Okay, that is, I mean, it feels like being in the pit and you can't crawl out, you can't make progress because people are all around kicking dirt on you. Okay, and that's like, you can't win for losing. It doesn't matter what you do, stuff just keeps coming at you, and you just can't get ahead. You might get a check, and then your car breaks. You might have some success, and then you'll lose your job. Right? It's like, it doesn't matter what it is, something always happens to keep you stuck right where you are. And so the mindset of, I can't do this because X, because of external circumstance, that's the being at effect, okay? And the only way that you're going to change that is by taking responsibility for everything in your life. You might not necessarily have created it, but if you don't take control of it, then you're not going to get the results that you want. Jocko Willink calls it extreme ownership. Okay, the most successful people that I know, and I'm talking all the stuff that I've studied over the past 18 months, the most successful people in the world own their shit. Okay, doesn't matter who caused it, doesn't matter where it came from. The fact is, it's here now. I got to deal with it, because it's only to the extent that you take responsibility is the extent to which you can control the outcome and you can control the results. Okay, because if you're just sitting around waiting for the world to make way for you, then you're going to get disappointed, and it sucks, but it's a fact. But that's just reality, So the scarcity to abundance mindset, my analogy for that is that it's like climbing a mountain. You got to gear up. You got to get your skills. You got to get your education. You got to get your resources. All the things that you need to climb that particular mountain. That job, or accomplish that goal, or whatever that thing is, right? You're climbing that mountain. That is an undertaking. And while you're in the process of climbing that mountain, all you see are the trees and the problems in your face. That's it. You're just climbing the mountain. You see all the trees and the problems in your face. It's like, boom. And that's all that you're focusing on, is the next obstacle that's in your way that you have to maneuver around. And after you get past that one, then there's another one. It's like, holy shit. Does it ever stop? Yes. At some point it does. I feel like, because once you reach a certain level, okay, you get above the tree line, that's where you can see, the actual, your goal come to fruition. You can see, the light at the end of the tunnel. It becomes real. It becomes palpable. It becomes tangible, right? You can actually conceive of it in your mind. You can actually see it becoming reality. And once you reach that point of beyond the struggle to seeing it real, like seeing it real in your life, that's the point where it isn't about climbing the mountain. It isn't about climbing that particular mountain, because above the tree line, you can see all the other mountains all the way around. It's about, which mountain do you want to climb? That is the abundance mentality, right? Because it's not about, I got to get past this obstacle, this tree in my face right here, right now. It's about, okay, I see my success. It is inevitable. But wait a minute, there's all these other things I could be doing as well, and I know about that, because that's what we call the shiny object syndrome. And I did that too. And then the third stage is from growth to contribution, okay? And that is simply, people focus on their own needs first. You got to put your own oxygen mask on first, right? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. And this is, It's just the way that it is. You got to take care of yourself, you and yours first, self, others, and then world. So from growth, once people achieve a certain level of success, once their needs are met, once they have accomplished everything that they want to materially, my belief is, and my observation is, that the focus shifts from being self-growth and taking care of yourself to helping other people, being of service to others. Okay, and that's an internal shift that occurs. These three switches can only be flipped internally by the person themselves. This is not something where you can lead a horse to water and make it drink. It's like, okay, you have enough money, now you shall help other people. You will give it to other people. This is not like legislating charity where you take it from the people who earned it and give it to the people who didn't. That's not helping anybody, okay? So those three switches, from being at effect to taking back your personal control of your life and being at cause, influencing the factors in your environment and paving your own path and making your own way. Okay, that's the way you climb out of the pit. People are going to kick dirt on you. You're going to have haters. You're going to have people that are going to try and tear you down. The crabs in the bucket, right? Like when you make changes in your life, the environment around you has to change as well, because you're not acting the same. So the relationships in your life are going to change. That is a challenge, but it is achievable, and you can overcome that. So going from being at effect to being at cause, then from the scarcity mentality of I have to protect my stuff. There's a finite amount of resources in this world, and I've got to get mine. And y'all leave me alone. I got mine over here. You go over there, right? That's the scarcity mentality. The abundance mentality recognizes, as Tony Robbins says, there is no lack of resources, only a lack of resourcefulness. Okay, there is more than enough to take care of everybody who wants to go get it. And so it's that mindset of, okay, there's enough for everybody. I think it's Jim Rohn who says that, Zig Ziglar, who says you'll have everything that you want in life if you help enough people get what they want in life. And that's really what this is all about, okay? This is about the ripple effect and impacting many, many people. And then it's the growth to contribution, or from self to others is another way to say that. Look, I've achieved my success. Let me help other people achieve success as well, right? Because you see that them having more isn't taken away from you having more as well. And so this does mirror Maslow's hierarchy of needs, but that's just the way that I conceptualize it, the way that I think about things. The three stages of development, the three stages of growth, are the three switches that need to get flipped in order to move people from, being in the pit, getting dirt kicked on them, to, being of service and charitable acts and making an impact in the world. Because it's only by moving people through the growth process, mentally, physically, materially, energetically, emotionally, it's only by people on their own deciding to be of service to others that it makes the impact and that it creates the ripple effect. Okay. And so my goal is to help people move through the process to make those shifts in their lives when they want to, when they're ready for that, to get to the point where it is the ripple effect. It's making an impact on many. Okay. And so, big picture, impacting everyone on the planet, raising the baseline of the human existence, walking that back, that starts with education, right? And not just educating kids, but educating everybody, just being aware of this, these things and this technology, okay? And the shifts that need to occur. Because if you're not aware of it, then you can't do it, right? So it all begins with awareness. And then walking that back, it's about communication, and it's about the words that we use, not only from, to other people, but also to ourselves. And language is it's a massively important thing, that we need to be aware of the words that we use with others and with ourselves. And so on that, do I have permission to coach you for a minute? Because there are a couple of things that I hear constantly that are just, and I always try. I try to say something about it. I always mention to people, do I have permission to coach you right now? Right? You got to get permission, because otherwise it's just unsolicited advice and nobody wants to freaking hear that. So, thank you. Thank you for giving me permission to coach you right now. So the 2 words that I want you to eliminate from your vocabulary right now today are if and try. Do not say if, because if you get that promotion, then, you can, I don't know, buy the car or be more comfortable or whatever. If you get the job, if you get the promotion, if you get the bonus, whatever it is. Or if I do a thing, right? You're giving yourself an out. You're giving yourself an option, There's another course, there's another possibility. Don't say if, say when. When I do this, when this happens, okay? Because if inside your own mind you act as if this thing is already reality, then it's much more likely to become reality, okay? We're not going to get all woo-woo and law of attraction and all this stuff, but just suffice it to say, take my word for it. Please accept that this is true. If you act as if it's already fact, then it is much more likely to become reality. The second thing is try. Do not say try, okay? Like Yoda says, there is, do or do not. There is no try. And it's true. If you try to do a thing, then you're allowing for the possibility of failure. I'll try. Like this pen right here, this pen. I'll try to pick it up. I'll really try. And I just can't do it. I can't. I just can't do it. If you say try, I'll try. Really what that means is I'm not going to do that, because, I'm going to give it some effort. I'm going to think about it maybe, but I'm really not. Really not gonna, right? That's what that means. And so when you say I'll try to do a thing, what that really means is I'm not going to do that thing, right? Because you're giving yourself permission to fail or permission to not. Okay? So, end of live. I think that I've, word vomited enough. Okay? I've gotten out what I felt I needed to get out. But look, here's the thing, guys. If you or someone is at a stage of their life where they feel like they're not in control, okay? And I don't remember who it was that said it, but studies have shown that our level of happiness is directly correlated to the level of control we feel we have in our own lives. And so if we're out of control, we're not happy. And so if you know someone who feels like they're out of control, please share this video. Please have them reach out to me. Okay, I've got the link here, I don't know where it is, to my calendar to get a complimentary 30-minute strategy session to see if, there's something that we can work together, if it makes sense, or if there's, something that I can do to help them out. So, if you are in transition, if there's a struggle or something that you just can't figure out, it's like Regan Hillier talks about the thermostat, right? Like your money thermostat. Like you keep bumping up against the ceiling and it's just no matter what you do, you can't get past a certain point. Probably something going on in the programming, right? That's not, you're not consciously aware of that, I can help you work through. So anyway, hey, thanks, Mike. Good to see you on here. You are up early, brother. Anyway, so look, guys, I hope that this video provided value to you. If something here resonated with you and you want to jump on a call and talk about whatever the challenge is that you're going through, go ahead, click the link, get on my calendar. But here's the thing, guys, it's all about the ripple effect. Okay, so take the information, take action, do something. Imperfect action is better than inaction, right? And these are words that I struggle to live by myself every single day. Just do without having the perfect course set out in advance. Because the fact is, the best way to see further is to move forward. Okay? So if I can help you out, jump on a call. Otherwise, please share this video with someone who you feel it could be of value to. And let's make some ripples, guys. Let's do it. Love you guys.